tricks to win in Toronto real estate 2025. Let me show you some hacks. Here we go. Did you know, yeah, you, that you can win in Toronto's real estate market 2025? Let me show you some hacks and why it's easier than you think. So if you're looking to win in the Toronto real estate market in 2025, whether you're buying your first home, upsizing, or downsizing, this video gives you insider tips to help you make the smartest move right now. There's more inventory, more seller motivation, and simply put, more opportunity. But if you know how to play it right. All right, so for those that know me and for those tuning in again, my name is Charles Rocco, a seasoned professional realtor based out of Toronto and the GTA in Canada, one of the hottest markets across the globe. All right, so let's get right into it. 2025 has quietly become a buyer's playground right here in Toronto. Inventory is up, sellers are motivated, and properties are sitting a little longer than it was just over a year ago. So what does that mean for you as a buyer? Well, you have leverage. We all know that you can negotiate the price, closing date, and terms. And think about it. How often do we have this type of negotiating room? Hardly ever. And I remember the good old days when bidding wars were the norm, but again, that has completely stopped. Of course, there is an exception. There are areas that bidding wars are still happening. And let's not forget, this was the dream of most buyers in previous years. So what does that tell you? That tells you that there is so much that you can capitalize on as a buyer right now in the Toronto market. But here's the trick. Buyers still have that 2021 mindset. They're waiting, they're watching, they're sitting on the sidelines again. Meanwhile, the smart ones are picking up properties well below its peak value, while the rest of the market sleeps on it. So here's some real life tips that I give my buyers, and right now my buyers are capitalizing on. Look for stale listings. 30 plus days in the market can mean a motivated seller. Work with an agent who understands micro markets. Not every neighborhood is going to be the same. Get pre-approved now, because sellers love the fact that you are ready to go and you're serious to buy their property. So essentially, this isn't just about finding a deal. It's about buying smart when others are afraid to make the move. All right, now, if you are a seller in this market, especially someone that has a lot of equity in their home, here's the truth no one's saying loud enough. This is your move up moment. This is your opportune time to sell. So yes, prices aren't as high as they were. Neither are the prices on the next property you want to buy. Let that sink in. So if you are upsizing, you actually win on the buy side, especially if you are selling and buying. And let's talk about now the sellers that really need to capitalize and squeeze every ounce of penny out of you, the buyer. Do things like enhancing the curb appeal. That's a huge factor when people drive up to see your property. It's like love at first sight. There are so many things that you can do to have buyers attracted to your property over the others. You have to stand out more than ever. And I know this has been said many times over and over, you gotta price the property right. There's no point in pricing your property well above what other similar properties have sold for. I see this day in and day out, and these properties are sitting on the market. Again, I totally get it. It all comes down to what your motivation is. Everybody's personal situation is different than the next. Another trend I'm seeing is sellers are offering incentives to buyers, whether it's finishing up a powder room, offering crazy incentives like including a vehicle. Like I've seen that a couple times already in the past couple months where sellers were offering to include an expensive luxury car in the sale. So for those that want to win in the Toronto real estate market 2025, it's quite simple. If you're buying, it is the absolute best time to buy. Like, think about it. And I've said it so many times over in previous videos. You have the power. The power is in your hand, okay? This is the time to purchase a property, whether it's for yourself, you're a first-time home buyer, or for investment. And if you are selling and buying, whether you want to upgrade or you just want to simplify your life and kind of downsize, It's a great time, especially if you have equity in your property. That's a bonus. But you don't need all that equity in your property, because when you're buying, you're making up the difference tremendously. And if you're just looking to sell, my advice is wait till the market gets better. But if you have to sell, make sure your property stands out, because properties are still selling on a daily basis, and you never know who's going to fall in love with your property. So stand out. Like I said, enhance your curb appeal, just make your property as pristine as it can be, and maybe stage. That can make the difference. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Charles Rocco. If you'd like to book a free consultation with me, I've helped tons of families, investors, and individuals obtain real estate success over the course of 15 years. You can book that by clicking the link in the description below. Make sure you leave a comment and share this with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.